MTV debuted in what exact year? This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. It's my birthday week. I'll be the big 3-9 this Thursday. Almost 40, not quite yet. And I'm excited for all kinds of festivities and a round of trivia I wrote on stuff that I like that I'll put out on Thursday. And I'm more excited for my daughter's birthday, who is the day after mine. So we're going to have a bunch of fun this weekend at the Bud's house. And thank you guys for the birthday wishes. We have a fun 70s or 80s quiz today. I'll give you an event and you tell me if it was the 70s or the 80s. And we'll get to that in just a second. Before we get there, we have our triple connections of Guts, Bomb, and Elec. That's E-L-E-C. Guts, Bomb, Elec. E-L-E-C. Find the connection between those three words and listen for the answer at the end of the episode, along with the fun fact of the day about knocking on wood. The mighty, mighty Boss Tones would approve. We're all warmed up, we're ready, and we're jumping into 70s or 80s trivia. Here we go. It's 70s or 80s trivia. Question number one. Apple introduced the first Macintosh computer. Was that the 70s or the 80s? Number two, the first cell phone call was transmitted. Number two, first cell phone call transmitted. Number three, Madonna releases Like a Virgin. Was that the 70s or the 80s? Madonna releases Like a Virgin. Number four, Mount St. Helens erupted in Washington. Mount St. Helens erupted in Washington. Number five, Pong released in arcades. Pong released in arcades. Number six, Tiananmen Square protests. Tiananmen Square protests. Number six. Number seven, the first email transmitted. The first email transmitted. Number eight, The Muppet Show premieres. The Muppet Show premieres. Number nine, first baby born conceived by in vitro fertilization. Number nine, first baby born conceived by in vitro fertilization. Number 10, first MRI scan of a human body produced. And the bonus question for 2 points. This is the only one where you need the exact year. And what exact year did MTV debut? Those are all your questions for 70s or 80s. We'll be right back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to 70s or 80s. You had to decide whether the event happened in either decade, minus that last one where we need the exact year for MTV. Let's see how you did. Number one, Apple introduced the first Macintosh computer in the 80s. The 80s. Number two, the first cell phone call transmitted was the 70s. Number three, Madonna releases Like a Virgin in the 80s. Number four, Mount St. Helens erupted in Washington in the 80s. Number five, Pong released in arcades in the 70s. Number six, Tiananmen Square protests, late 80s. Number seven, the first email transmitted, the 70s. Number eight, The Muppet Show premieres in the 70s. Number nine, first baby born conceived by in vitro fertilization was the 70s. Number 10, first MRI scan of a human body produced in the 70s. And number 11, in what exact year did MTV debut? That was 1981. And you can go back and you can see all the videos that played in what order from the whole first week. If you Google it, the first video was Video Killed a Radio Star by The Buggles. And there you have it, a fun, quick episode on 70s or 80s trivia. If you like this one, just search Trivia with Buds 70s or Trivia with Buds 80s on Google. You'll come across other episodes, blogs, podcasts, all kinds of stuff with similar topics. I'm sure of it. Your fact of the day is knocking on wood was a thing because people used to believe that spirits lived in trees and knocking would give you luck. Give you luck, not give you. It would give you luck. I was getting ready to knock. That didn't really work out because I said gidge. But triple connections, we had Guts, Bomb, and Elec. Those are all bosses in the first Mega Man game. Guts Man, Bomb Man, and Elec Man, who was electric. Thanks for listening today. Thanks for telling a friend about the show. Thanks for checking out my Etsy page, which has all kinds of downloadable games for your next party at etsy.com/shop/trivia with buds. And we'll see you next time for more trivia with buds. Cheers.